Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Geno now to throw. And Walker has it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. Being chased out left. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
This 2nd and 4. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Check Mark 45. Check Mark 45. Striker, 3-3. Steal, black. Ready, go.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Now Gino on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. But this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike 50. Here we go. Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 50. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. I'm here all day. Mike 50. That's the run. Slam.
Ritter throwing on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, look. Slam.
Ultra. Go ultra.
He's checking Craig. Watch the safety Craig. Check the hot read.
Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Bootlegging out here, Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, I mean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Ready. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Watch this.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check. 45.
Ritter now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Mike 50. Mike's 50. Okay, double. Ready, go.
Going play action. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, Smith. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Smith on first down. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd down and 1. Smith. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Rolling to his right. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joseph Osai, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Mike, 56, Mike.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First down, here's Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. They gonna need some therapy.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And this pass going to be caught by Hardman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Get him, get him, get him. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You.
6, Madden. Hey, red.
Ritter. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Willis. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Here's 1st down. On the give, it's Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.